Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Accelerate Your Best Life. Zack Bradley, Tom Worth here. Just grateful to have you guys. And man, it's just so amazing to come in each week and just be inspired and just share and kind of what we're feeling, what we've been going through, how we're growing and changing and working to be better, right?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But focused towards the vision of our future.
Yep, we got a goal to reach and a goal and a dream that we are heading towards, and it's about taking inspired action every day.
Yep, in the process, and it's just step by step by step. And I just notice sometimes when I come off of the vision and don't really focus, because I'm human, right? I catch myself kind of going back here, and I just know that that's gone. So it just makes me change and think a little bit different, faster.
Yeah.
Get out of that, go there, but get right back right here, right now, kind of where we're at. We've all had challenges this last week.
Oh, man. Talk to me about it.
Right?
Yeah, there has been some challenges.
And I'm sure you guys have too, and it's just part of the process, but the believing, the seeing different, doing different, changing what you used to do that wasn't working into something that is working to get you better.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking? You think we got a little topic maybe to talk about today?
I think today we have a perfect topic for some stuff that's kind of going on in our lives and how, well, I'm just going to say it. We're going to talk about change today, and change in a sense of you can't just change someone. You can't just jump out. You can't just change, Tom, you need to be a different person. You need to do the things I want you to do, right? I can't just change Tom. I can change me. The key word right there, I can change me. I can do me. I can do things for me. And the moment I make the decision for myself to take action on things, that's really where you start to get traction, right? And there's just so many times that for me personally, I have been basically, I'm on my knees, please, will you do this? It's good for your health. It's good for you. It's good. Please. But most of the time I end up feeling like a failure because I've put all this energy and time into someone and they haven't changed like I thought they would. And it's taken some time for me to really realize that I am just here to give all the resources. I'm here to support. I'm here to encourage, to give you a push. But I can't strap you to a chair. I can't make Tom change. I can't make anyone else but me change. And that's something that you also have power over. Tom, I'll let you say a little piece in this. What you got for me?
Well, I just, as you went on to that, and we kind of discussed a little earlier, is what that does when you're hoping that people are going to change. You really set an expectation for them. And then when they don't live up to that, you take it personal.
Yep.
Would you agree?
Oh, I do. And in that, you had that word expectation. We're going to grab that.
And get rid of that.
We're going to throw that guy away because expectations are the killers of relationships. They seriously are. When you have these expectations for someone that they should be this person or they should be doing these things, really it's going against you a little bit in a sense, I would say, because you want them to be all this. You want them to reach the stars. And then when they don't, are you really disappointed in them, or are you disappointed in the time that you put into them? And the thing that's sad about that is you don't have to necessarily feel that way. You can give them the resources, and if you see they didn't take it or didn't get to the place that you exactly wanted, that's okay. But you can put more of that support into yourself, kind of build yourself up a little bit. I feel like I'm getting on a little bit of an off tangent, but
No, and it's a real deal. I've been there, you know, and you want people, especially your loved ones, you just want them to succeed so bad
yeah.
that you'll go at all cost to a level that affects you.
Well, you start to lose yourself in these people a little bit.
Right, because you care and you feel the emotion and the love you have for them, but then you put an expectation on it. If they don't rise to that certain level, you allow that to affect us.
Yeah.
You know, and it's we've always talked about this. It's an individual journey. Me, you, we come together. It's your individual journey. And I come to a realization, you know, prior to this, I've come to a realization that not everybody's going to change. You out there that's watching and listening, I pray that you do make that choice to make some changes to become better. But at the end of the day, you have a choice. And only you can make that choice. As bad as we want you to change and become everything you're created to be, we can't do that for you. But it's what we can do is we can share nuggets. And that's why we have Accelerate Your Best Life, is to share nuggets that hopefully you'll grab and you'll run with and help your life be better and accelerated.
Oh, 100%, dude. 100%. That's what I love about Accelerate Your Best Life is we really have a unique community in what we're building and
Right.
where our goals are and our dreams and everything. And I'm just super grateful, one, to be here with you
Right.
and to have your time because I know it takes out of your day, takes out of my day to do this. But me and Tom, we just get so grateful when we meet up on Thursdays and we feel like we get the crap beat out of us all week and then we land here and we're like, all right, let's just have a talk. And me and him will sit here and talk for an hour, 30 minutes, sometimes even 2 hours, and just talk a little bit about life. And one, I appreciate having someone to lean on. And I encourage you guys to try to find someone that, one, you can trust. The biggest thing is trust, to talk about things, to work through things with. There's been so many times I've had to lean on you, and I just
And,
seriously
and
appreciate
I'm
that.
glad you truly trust me to be able to,
Yeah.
because that's really what I'm hearing. I feel that I can do the same to you.
But
You
also
know,
when I lean on you too, do you give me the easiest answers, the things that make me feel less abrasive?
I just shoot truth with you,
And that's all I ask, in
right?
all
And
honesty.
that's what most people should have. If they're asking for more than truth and want you to lie to them, don't. This life's about truth, and it's about your truth. Your truth, my truth. We know our truth. We have it in here. And that's where it starts. That's how you create your outside existence.
100%. But when you work on you and you change yourself, you don't really realize the ripple effect that it is. So like for you, for an example, you in the last 5 years have completely changed the person you are. I wouldn't even say that you are even similar to what old Tom was.
Right.
But the person that you have become before, when you were kind of just all up in your head, a little bit lost, you're a little bit more angry. You know, your energy that you're putting out was completely different.
Right.
And this energy that you put out now, how many people are always like, Tom, you inspire me, Tom, like the things you say, Tom, the person you are.
Yeah, and I hear that a lot more nowadays. But here's the truth. If you're struggling, you're hurting, you're chaotic, you have a choice to keep doing what you've always done, get the same results, or you can change. And it's going to take change mentally, physically, mindset wise, everything. But the other thing you're going to have to do, and this is what I chose to do,
Yeah.
is I had to be willing. I knew for a fact to get the life that I desired, it was going to cost me my old life.
But in that same sense, there's so many more people that gather around your circle to see
Exactly.
Tom's inspiration than to see Tom's negativity.
Exactly.
I don't know if you even realize
I do
that.
now.
But there is, you start to build up a circle of people that do watch and are like, man, this guy inspires me. Some stuff that this dude inspires me. The way that this guy talks, the way that he carries himself. And that's just something that I've seen from you is you have grown this amazing circle of people that you inspire, the things that you say. Man, in my family, we have like Tom's sayings, and Tom has several different sayings that he says that all of us stick with, because it's just inspirational, the person and the journey that you've gone on and become. Tom always says the truth will reveal itself. There's one right off the top of my head,
And it does.
It does. And that one,
No
if
doubt
you don't
about it.
believe it, if there's a lie out there, I just want you to hold on to it that you know someone else is lying about, and watch, because it will unravel.
It will unravel.
Lies always unravel. The truth always flows forth and reveals itself. That's something crazy.
And it's funny though, but it always happens in timing.
Yeah, 100%.
Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's 2, 3, 4 months, but you can't put a time on it.
Mm-mm.
You just have to know within yourself that truth will always reveal itself.
Yep.
And it does.
Like crazy.
Like crazy. And God, I always see it. I remember these guys used to tease me about it. But now it's like, oh my heck. It just did. It just did. It just did. It just did.
And then we stopped making fun of you for it because it started happening so much that it was like,
holy
I got
shit.
cork it. Holy crap.
I got a cork.
Yeah, because it's like, man, holy crap. What he said is true. The truth did reveal itself. Yeah. And that's just one example that I have that I think is really amazing. But I also have another example. I've tried to inspire a lot of different people, and I've tried to inspire someone that I love a ton to follow their dreams and do the things that they want. And I've given all of the different actions. I've given books. I've given habit trackers. I've given every resource that I have to this person. And for the longest time, I'm giving to this person. I'm giving him all these resources. You could do this. You could do that. You could do this. You could do that. You could do this. You could do that. Oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Doesn't do any of it. Doesn't take any of my advice. And keeps saying, I just have this dream that I want to do. I just have this dream that I want to do. I just have this dream. For some people, it is a dream. And some people, I've just, for me, worked into the place that I can give the resources. I can give you support. I can give you so much, but I do have a boundary of where I'm overgiving and overstepping myself, and it's starting to affect me because I'm thinking so much of how can I help you be that? How can I help you be that? That it's also taking out of my dreams. It's taking out of my energy. So you got to set up a bit of a boundary with some people, but also know some people are just stuck in the dream portion. And I really hope that this person figures it out and gets on to making their dreams, because that is the thing that makes me the most happiest, is seeing people do it and do it for themselves and live it and be it and follow their dreams. But also, you can't lose yourself in someone else trying to give so much.
And it's so easy to do that.
Yeah.
Because you want them to succeed so bad. But the other question you have to ask yourself, am I stepping towards my dream? Am I allowing that to take me away from stepping? Yeah. Because the truth is, not everybody's going to change in our timing. Is it possible they're going to? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
So at that level, with your energy and vibration, is the choice we have to do is kind of handle it internally and ask and do for them and allow the universe to pull in your direction. Because we've got all kinds of sources to help us, but as humans, we want to be the one that change people in a sense, but really it's a whole in inspiration through example.
Yeah. I agree.
You know, and I promise you, I know this person we're talking about because we've talked about that. He's either going to make a choice and change, because here's the thing I do know, I've watched you change, and I'll guarantee you, and I know that beyond a shadow of a doubt, that he saw you change. But he is so scared at this moment because this is all new to him. Keep doing what you're doing, love on him, care for him, but just don't
overstep it.
Don't overstep it, right?
Yep.
And just handle it in a spiritual outlet and allow God and the universe to do what they do, and they're very good at it.
Oh, they are.
You know what I mean? And it's kind of a different way to look at it, because us humans, we always want to control everything.
Yeah. Well, that's how I felt myself doing for a minute. Is
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, he's not, and. But rolling back to an episode that we talked about before, I was actually mirroring myself into him, because I wasn't doing the actions for myself. I wasn't doing the things that I wanted to do. Well, you need to do it, dude. You need to be this person.
Right.
You need to follow your dream. Well, maybe I should follow my own dream.
Huh. Wow.
Oh, and sometimes that happens.
There's such a realization in all this. As you're learning and growing and grabbing nuggets, you identify what's working for you, and you also identify what's not. And if it's not working, that's the time you've got to change, but you got to be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the day, the reality is we are human, we lie to ourselves. My challenge to you is stop the bullshit. Stop the lies and focus forward. Truth only. It's integrity.
Oh, it is.
Okay? And you will move forward to your dream. As you're stepping towards that, your dream will come to you. But if you're bullshitting and you're lying and you're living on the fence, you're not going to find progress.
Yeah.
I do know that.
I do as well.
And so do you.
Yep.
Right?
Can't bullshit a bullshitter.
Right. But you guys out there, I want you to tell you, Zack says that I've got so much wisdom and all this stuff, and I may in my own way. But this dude right here, I've watched him grow since we started these. Every week in, week out, because he has changed his consciousness, he's changed his energy, he's leveled up time and leveled up time and leveled up time and again. Regardless of how many times he gets kicked, as many times as he gets challenges in front of him, he finds a way to overcome them. And that's why I'm grateful to have you here, because I've noticed that. And maybe you haven't noticed it in you because it's harder to notice it in yourself. But when you're on the outside looking in, you're amazing. And you've changed a lot of people's lives. You've changed my life. You've changed a lot of people's lives. And there's times, honestly, you may never know who's you change. But people are watching.
I don't know really what to say after that. I do really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And
But it's, once again, as we've talked, you out there, us, it's so easy to praise other folks, but do you praise yourself? Do you give yourself grace?
I was going to say, you just gave me a lot of grace. So I really appreciate that. And
but you deserve to feel that. Seriously.
Thank you.
Because what? You are enough.
And that is a sentence that
You're
I used
enough.
to not believe. And that
The truth reveals itself. You are enough. There's two right there. Hold on to that tight. Tell yourself that. Look in the mirror. I am enough. I am enough. There's a power inside of you that loves you so much. And the only way you're going to get to that power is looking inside of a mirror, into yourself, into your own eyes, and searching your own heart. That love's there. You get to find that. That's why love and care is the power of the universe.
Yeah, I got goosebumps, man.
Just thought I'd share that.
Man, thank you so much.
But
That's
it's true.
That's just humbled me a bit. I a little bit of a loss for words, man. I just appreciate the person that you are and the inspiration and the grace that you have for others. You are so much in yourself and the person that you have fought to be. And I believe that for everyone, but I do believe that you have especially fought to become the person you have to have the mindset.
And I have fought.
You have.
I've cried. I've dug. And been through a lot of challenges in my life, and I'm just so humbled to know that there's a way through a challenge.
Yeah.
And there is. I know that for a fact. If there's a challenge, if there's fear, dude, I laser in. I'm getting through this somehow, some way to get to that other side because I know what's on the other side.
Yeah.
It's a higher level of light. It's another level of vibration. It's another level of alignment with the universe and creation. And it might sound weird to a lot of people, but until you've experienced that, you don't know what you don't know. And I'm glad I know what I know.
Man,
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, you've had just such an awakening with yourself and the awareness that you have. I think that's why you also attract a lot of people in, is because people want that self-awareness right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people that are living these robotic, everyday, do the same thing every day, all the time, just lives. And I think there's a lot more self-awareness that's coming out. And it's super amazing to see because, man, for generations, for a lot of things, there's been tons of people on autopilot. And then not to say that you couldn't not be on autopilot, because older generations definitely had to work differently than what we have now. But we've gotten into such a sense with all the new technologies, all the things that are going on in the world, the stores, all the areas that we have a time, which I think it's so unique and so cool that we really do have a time right now to be so aware with ourselves as humans, where humans have not been able to be this aware. We have all this mental illness, all this stuff going on because we have so much more time. Humans used to just travel through the mountains and be nomads and go all over the place, and we'd stay moving, stay moving, stay moving.
Always doing something.
Yeah. And now we're at such a place in time and life that we have time to sit around. We have time to do this. We
have time to just sit and
scroll. And that, man, whoever made the endless feeds, I don't give you credit on that or think you're that great of a person, because so many people are just encapsulated and trapped in social media. I am fighting out of that one right now because I do social media for a living. I make videos for a living. And sometimes I just get stuck scrolling where literally right now, that's actually something I'm struggling with. Mm-hmm. And I physically tell myself, all right, bro, you were just editing a video 4 minutes ago. What are you doing just scrolling through? So you wanted a distraction. You've got to stop. You need to get off social and get back to that edit and put your time back in there, because that's really what's going to make you and make you your money, right?
Yep, because you told yourself, this is what I'm going to do. You allowed the distraction to take you away from where you're going. So now you've just trailed off over here and lost focus of what you got to accomplish.
Exactly.
And humans lose focus fast.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Right?
Yeah, we do.
But that's one thing. It's like I was telling you about Bob Proctor. He always talked about a candle and a light or a dot on the wall to take time in the morning and just study that and keep eye. And God, my eyes would go over here, and it took me forever. Or look at the light. Then I off over doing, what am I doing? I was supposed to be focusing. But now I can actually look and I can stay focused longer. But it took a lot of work. You know, just try that. Put a dot on the wall and look at it for 30 seconds, 60 seconds, a minute.
So
without losing eye contact.
I have something that's a little bit different than that.
There's all kinds of different things.
But here, so for me, I have a really bad lower back. So every time I go to the gym and I'm going to do workouts, I walk backwards on the treadmill. Okay. And doing that actually helps support your lower back and helps release it a bit.
It's funny you say that. I do the same thing.
So I'll be walking and people always look at you like you're crazy or it's weird. And I'm like, you just don't understand. And if you're judging, you need to look up stuff like that. Especially if you're at the gym. If you're judging people at the gym, I recommend looking up things before you put that judgment on them.
Yeah. Turn the focus on yourself, not other people.
But when
Judgment's
I'm walking,
a big deal.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
No, you're fine. Good.
But I just got all excited. But when I'm walking backwards on the treadmill there, I do feel uncomfortable. And I feel like some people watch me sometimes. There's certain gyms I feel 100% comfortable with, and there's some that I don't. Those gyms that I don't feel comfortable with, I will find an area just to stare at, and that's what I'm looking at the whole time. And while I'm doing that too, I'll pull out these beads and I'll do a little bit of gratitude. And sometimes while I'm doing it, I'll feel like just so uncomfortable because maybe there's someone doing this workout over here or this or that they feel like I'm looking at them. But that's just me putting that judgment on myself also.
Exactly. That's that mirror.
But I'll sit there and to help myself work through that, because you got to have a little bit of self-talk. I'll just be like, I'm grateful for the uncomfortable energy right now. I'm grateful to be uncomfortable right now. I'm grateful to be uncomfortable. I'm grateful to be comfortable. I'm grateful to be comfortable in where I'm at. I'm grateful to have my comforts. I'm grateful to have my discomforts. I'm grateful to have my comforts.
Love it.
And I'll do some stuff like that.
Powerful.
Yeah, no, it is.
But self-talk.
It'll help you overcome situations. So for me, that's just another little situation that's helped me overcome some stuff. So it's kind of another.
So I just want to say another thing, because when I first did that, I was walking on the treadmill. I flipped around and ended up on my butt.
Oh.
Thought, I didn't pay much attention. I'm sure glad there wasn't a whole lot of people, but I got up really fast. And now I'm focused on where my foot is. Then I move around. Then I get on and go. I was out of focus. I was able to refocus. Harsh things like that in your life create opportunity.
I love that.
I used that. Yeah, I fell down. I got back up, made adjustments, refocused. You just have to get back up. If you choose not to get back up, that's when you thoroughly fail.
Yeah.
Right? And I used that experience, and I was a little embarrassed, to be honest with you. However, I chose that. I made that happen. Now I get to work through that. And I did. And now I can do that. But there's something about walking backwards for a little bit that just does something in the lower part.
Oh, it's so good.
And it was just kind of amazing. But talking about struggle, and you just have to work through it. It's always going to be there. Yeah. There's always going to be some judgments come up. That judgment's not really about them. It's about you. That's how that mirror works.
And
right?
Yeah, the mirror is crazy. The mirror, and since talking about it, I've been able to identify a lot more when I'm starting to mirror into someone. And let's catch that. Okay, that's me. Sorry, I'm putting me into you.
Right.
That's my bad.
Well,
but yeah, I don't know. There's just so much out there right now. So if you're looking for some kind of change, there is so many resources to help you. If you're looking for, maybe something to even talk to, I like to do the AI stuff. So sometimes I'll ask it questions just to help me understand something. So I mean, even Google, I looked up Google the other day. How can I control my emotions better? I'm trying to get my emotions more in line. So just kind of, wow, actually, there's just so much vastness of resources. The internet is crazy, but also it's so good and so many resources that are out there. There's so much good. You can find so many books on YouTube. If you can't afford to buy one, listen to it on YouTube. If you do Spotify, there's a ton of books on Spotify. There's so many avenues of resources and things that you can do to help you become that better person, that person that you want to be, that dream that you have, that you want to fulfill. I and Tom cannot fulfill and make that dream happen for you. You've got to put in action, you've got to put in the work, and you've got to leave that old life behind.
But we support you in every angle and avenue. And you're just talking about, we're lucky we can sit and talk and have confidential conversations. And but seriously, you guys out there, if you have a question, if you want to reach out to one of us, please do. We will respond. We'll find a way that we can DM or whatever and chat. If you have some questions and want to pick my brain, I'm open to that. I think most of all, it's totally up to you if you want to change. I understand that not everybody's going to see it the way that I see it, but I challenge you to evaluate your own life and make changes.
Yep.
as necessary if you want more happiness, more joy, more anything really, better relationships. It's a work on yourself, because what you create and work on in here becomes your outside world. But that being said, change is a big deal. Not everybody's going to. Just love and care in everything that you do, and I love you. We'll see you on the next episode of Accelerate Your Best Life. I'm going to let Zack close off, and we're just going to roll.
Thank you guys so much for joining us today. I just want to tell you there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and you are going to find it. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your week this week. If you guys got a nugget out of this video, we just ask that you share it around on your socials, and let people know about the Accelerate Your Life, Accelerate Your Best Life YouTube page. We're just trying to get the name out and inspire others. We're just big on loving people and supporting people. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. We will see you guys in the next episode.